There's a lot more consumers that want your product or service. Typically, you're going to have a lot higher return on ad spend. If you have a product or service that is in lower demand relative to the market, or even worse, it's high competition and low relative demand, then you're going to have a much lower return on ad spend. But usually it's a combination of competition and demand is usually what pulls up or pulls down that return on ad spend. But it's also an important metric to be able to measure. And it's important to know, which I'm going to get here in a second, the timeline for which to measure that, right? Because let's say you are in e-com, not a great example because we don't do a ton of e-com, but I'm going to use it anyways. Let's say you are on e-com and it's a break even. You spend $50 to do a $50 sale, right? Well, your return on ad spend is 1. But what happens over the next 12 months if that customer reorders that $50 thing 10 times, right? Now you've got $500 in revenue over the first year for that, essentially that $50 in ad spend. So the timeline, the amount of time that goes from the time you're spending that money to the time you're measuring how much money has come in is very, very important.